Hello step uppers and welcome back to this week's activity video. How are you doing? I hope you're all good and safe out there. Welcome back. So we're going to just crack straight on with it. What we're going to talk about today are donkey kicks, so let's just do it. We're going to have a look at these, especially if you've never been to class for that long. I want you to get used to these and work out what the different elements of the move are. And first of all, we're going to talk about one exercise you can do that will help improve your donkey kick. So let's get on with that real quick. I'm assuming you've done your warm-up. Make sure you do all that first before you try these out. It's quite a wee tiring number if you haven't got yourself warmed up properly. Alright, so here we go. First thing to think about are these, right? So with these, you know what they are, so we're going to use that to build on these muscles here, like we were talking about in our handstand video, right? Our core muscles. So that's another useful exercise as well as the handstands to improve your core muscles. So here's a move where that's going to come in super handy, the donkey kick. So let's just crack on with that. Let's just show you what that is. I'm sure some of you know, but I just want you to build on it while you're at home. So we're going to start here, hands and feet apart. Just kind of in a relaxed, kind of press up shape. It's almost if you have your knees on the floor. I'm just going to push your knees up slightly. Alright, so that's the position. Show you that way around. Alright, so just knees on the floor, push them up, nice and relaxed, and then like that. Alright, just like that. So that's where we're going to start from. And then from there, and then make sure you've got space, you don't want to be going into anything. So from here, we're going to straighten up, and then all we're going to do from this position that we've started from, make sure there's nothing there, is also have it like you were doing a handstand, spread your fingers nice, make sure they're all spread apart nice and wide, alright, so that you can take your balance whatever way you go. So here, push up, and then from there we're just going to start off with a jump, alright? So it's not just a straight jump, we're actually going to kick from your knee and flick it up towards your hip, alright? Both legs at the same time doing that, alright? So from here we're going to create that flick, and then we're going to also flick them back down. Don't just let gravity bring them down, we're going to bring them down as quickly as you can. So flick up, flick down. Here we go. Alright, so that will start us off. And what we're going to do from there is try and adjust your feet up. We're going to try and arch your whole back over so your feet are starting to come up over your head, and then flick them back down. Like this. Alright, so try to hold a bit longer there so you can see. I hope you can see that. So I'm going to kick my legs over the top of my head like that. So that'll give us the full kind of curve and a bigger range of movement to then flick back from and make this much more of an impressive move, right? I'll show you the difference. Here we go. So just jump in the feet, do like this. We're doing the full arch, we get this. Alright, so that's the difference, and that's why we really try and use those stomach muscles to help pull you and flick you back and forward as well as the legs. Alright, so that's what we're working on. So we're going to try 5 together. I'm going to face that way, and I'm just going to switch it around and do 5 the other way, alright? So we're going to add up to 10 altogether. Are you with it? So just do as many as you can do. This is us trying to set our personal best. So if you've never done these before, you've only ever tried 1 or 2 at a time, let's see if we can get 2 10 or even halfway. If 5's all you get to, that's fine, right? We'll work out what your personal best is. If you think you can do more than 10, excellent job. You do that. I'm just running out of breath from trying a few. So you do that and try and set whatever your highest goal is. Alright, so here we go. Let's try 5 one way, 5 the other. I'll do the first lot a little bit slower, and then we can do the second lot a bit faster. Here we go. Are you ready? So find your position, make sure you've got plenty of space, because once you start kicking those legs, we don't want to, you can't really see where they're going. Okay, so here we go. Are we ready? I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one. Alright, let's switch directions. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Alright, so if you've met the donkey kick before, you're going to recognise there was one thing missing there. Alright, so that was just to get us started. This is a tiring move, right? It's quite a gymnastic-y kind of move. It takes a lot of energy and effort. So you will tire out quickly, so don't try and do thousands of these at once. Try and do a few every day, or a few at the start of you practicing, a few in the middle of you practicing, and so on. Just space it out when you get a really tiring move. Whew. Anyway, so that's us done some, but did anyone spot what I missed to really make these into proper donkey kicks? Yes, we need these. So we're going to use the arms as well, right? So, especially if you haven't seen these before, pay attention to what my hands are doing. My hands are going to do the same as my feet, okay? But just afterwards. So my feet kick up, then my hands are going to kick up. Feet, hands, feet, hands. So if I'm flicking my feet up to my hips, I'm trying to flick up my hands towards my shoulders. Does that make sense? So I've got these two flicks there, and these ones here. Flick, flick. And then the arch of your back in between. Okay, so let's try that. Here we go. So I'll do one that we just did before, and then I'll do the second one using the hands so you can see the difference. Here we go. Did you see it? Cool. So we're going to try the same again, 5 on each side, and then we're going to get you to do your own one. So here we go. This way first. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. And this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so try and land as lightly as you can. Catch your breath. Try and land on your feet as lightly as you can. And also, as you'll notice, the first set I did with my hands on the floor, my feet were much quieter. Once you lift your hands, it's a little bit harder to control that, so try your best to see how you get on. So once you've got up to 10 or whatever your personal best was, keep practicing at that level. We'll start adding to that each week now. Next thing I want you to think about is moving, and you might have seen me just do that really briefly in that last set facing this way. So see if we can now change your direction. I'm just keeping that one particularly small because as I move in this space it's quite small, so I don't want to kick the radiator. So this is why we probably don't do these in class too often that much like this, just so I've got breath to keep talking to y'all. Anyway, so that is the donkey kick for this week. I want you to work on that. See if you can get 5 at least with your hands off it as well, right? Trying to land it nice and quietly because you may have neighbours downstairs or next door, so trying to keep that nice and cool. Alright, so brilliant. If you already have those, next thing I want you to think about is doing different ones that move in different directions. And if you can't do a circle like I was struggling to do here, find a different pattern that you can do that will fit in, and hopefully invent a new move, alright? Don't feel afraid to mix it with another move or technique you've been playing with and see what else you can come up with. Alright, Donkey Kick Show, we'll see you next week for the next part. I hope you enjoyed that. Peace.